So, first term of school is over and the winter holidays are upon us. Whether you've been in secondary school for 3 years or 3 months, or if you're in college or sixth form or whatever, we've probably all come across the odd thing that just didn't make any sense about school. And today, I'm going to go over 5 quick things that just really didn't make sense to me when I was going through school. So the first thing I think just didn't make any sense was the stupid rules. For example, short haircuts, uniform, not being allowed your phone, chewing gum, things like that. Me personally, I would miss 2 to 3 days of school every year because my hair was too short. And this wasn't just me being sent home. This was me being put in isolation for a day, suspended the next day, and then 1 hour detention on Friday. That's a heavier sentence than missing homework. If you miss homework, you only get 20-minute lunchtime detention. You even get less punishment for fighting someone. I've also seen people get told off for chewing gum to get hour detention, or for drinking up the wrong water bottle. Another thing I didn't understand was how come the classrooms and teaching methods were so old-fashioned? Why are they teaching you in such an old-fashioned way? There are no round tables for discussions, not many schools have iPads yet, a lot of computers are still running Windows XP. None of these techniques are very useful in the life outside of school. And along the same point, but another thing I don't understand, is that why do we learn such silly stuff in school? How many of us can apply Pythagoras' theorem but can't open a bank account? How come there's no subject or lesson for general life skills like understanding rent or mortgage? I know a good few friends that could tell me a million times that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but then I go to the house and catch them trying to boil an egg without any water. Maybe their parents are bad or they should have learned this at home, but you'd think school would at least push you in the right direction. Another thing I didn't understand was how come the hours were so poor. There's a lot of science and research saying that student brains really kick in around 10-11 o'clock, and there's a lot of evidence to suggest that school would be better if it started an hour later and finished an hour later. There's a lot of research saying that the hours aren't very good, but for some reason all schools seem to stick to this 9 till 3 model, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it's not our fault that we need to get an extra hour's sleep every now and then. But then the last thing I don't understand about school is how come we're all tested in the same way. Now I know we've all seen many a meme, many a gif online about how a fish will go his whole life thinking it's stupid because it was tested against a monkey as climbing abilities, for example. And while I agree with this, it strikes me that the system hasn't changed in such a very long time. This also relates to a previous point I had saying that everything's so old-fashioned, but why are we all tested in such a plain, unuseful way? Like, how many times are you going to go into a workplace and you're told you have an hour and a half to complete this with no resources whatsoever? We live in a time now where the internet is just a few taps away. All the answers are just behind a door on our phone. So these closed book, timed conditions exams really just don't make any sense. Not just because they're old-fashioned, because it's not the best way to truly test one's intelligence compared to another. But yeah, that's just a couple of things that I didn't understand about school. There's obviously a lot more I can go into, which I'll probably put on my blog separately, but for now, this has been the 5 things I just don't get about school. If you guys have anything that I missed out, please put them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Peace.